between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. 10-30.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, box truck.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And taken right at the 35.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First down run for Connor, not going to get much, maybe a yard. 2nd down, just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Double dog. That's the way. Check.
On 2nd down, Clement. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. 49. Check 15. Check 15. Check 26. Check 26. Let's shoot.
This is Geis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Geis. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Okay, double up. Rush in. Check 13. Check 13.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. but that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Now they set up the screen for Clement. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
81. Give me something. Here we go. He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Slam. Back. Hey, 88.
Here's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
258. That's what I do.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got it. Check.
Now Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
319. No chance. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 190. Hey, seam 6.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And Adams has it complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing. Hey, take 26. Small.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Hey, Ford, don't go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Back north.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
36, 30. Hey, red 5-2, on here.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Go. 180. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch out. Watch out. SOS. Hey, Alpha. SOS.
To throw again. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Philadelphia.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check 50, check 50. Black, come on.
On first down, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Go. 50. Okay, just like that. Just some. Let's go. Great. Check. Hey, 57.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a run with Geis. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, high 7.
Rodgers now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
I got him. Back north. Hey, echo.
Rodgers now, operating from the gun. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Rodgers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
19 more yards. That's another Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Bravo.
Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown, Packers. From 8 yards out. So the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
You're gonna do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Check, check. Lucky. Hey, 57.
Now Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Fellas, let's set a tone. Hey, where y'all going? Right there.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ingram again, a first down carry. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, pick 26. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, Haywood. Put me down.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. His pass caught with the throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 13 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Eagles 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From the gun on third down, Wentz. This one into the hands of Burton. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
First down, Eagles.
He's coming. We got double up. For Tokyo.
On first and 10, here's Wentz looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
On second and 10, Wentz, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They'll run with Geis. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
To throw is Wentz. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
And several bad decisions on the And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 13 yards out. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? They were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. Doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
88.
Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
54. Mike, 54. Let's go, team. Hey, 88.
From the 39, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we heavy on the edges,
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
50. Hey, you block over here.
We got to step it up. 198. Watch 98. 98.
Also over here.
Check.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, check 26.
Now it's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point up and through, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
at the 15-yard line.
280.
Watch left. Watch
74.
Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Kevin King there defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check.
Grade 57.
Wentz now to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 33. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On second down, Ingram. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We taking wins home. Mike's fit. Let's find 7. Rip left, rip left. What's that?
Now Wentz. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Hey, empty. Check 37.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Waiting! Hey, Buck. We're shift.
Tight down. There you go. Mike's 50.
Throwing is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
158.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll run on first down. Beckwith, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Hey, here we go.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Rodgers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.